Heard on Big Hits, Big Mama Radio. Time to stop the arguing, quit the fighting, and finally get a solution to your disagreement. Welcome to Three Men and a Lady.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Please stop crying.
Don't cry about it. Talk about it. Call now at 239-888-5675. Three Men and a Lady on BMR. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Three Men and a Lady, as we are joined now with Coach Bob. Coach Bob, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Hey, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hey, look, man. I'm stoked because I was after I was wondering if we would be able to connect it after our echo effects that we had during our ghost hunt. That was crazy. I was like, all right, it's good now.
What ghost hunt?
We went on a ghost hunt last Monday night.
Sons of bitches.
And you won't
Would
believe
you
it.
have
You were
gone?
invited. You
Hey,
didn't
I
show
didn't
up.
get called. I didn't get invited. I'd have
How
been
many
right
times?
there. I love
How
ghost
many
hunts.
times we
Son
got
of
called?
Bro,
a bitch.
do you know
We
it's right
invited
around
you on the show twice.
It's right around the corner from our house, bro.
We're gonna
next
do
door.
it
One of the
again.
most crazy places I've ever been is right next to the McDonald's in that antique mall.
I could have picked you up on the way
Paradise, Paradise Vintage Market, right there
by.
on
We got an echo
41.
from somewhere.
What?
That's me.
Yeah, right across from Big
Right,
Lots.
yeah. If you went in there and just walked it and just let your mind be free, you would probably feel it during the day. You probably wouldn't need the lights out. There was so much crazy stuff that happened, and we went in there from basically 8 to 9. We put it on live. You can watch it back live. You can see the shadows. You'll hear the voices.
Oh, I gotta go, bro. I gotta do this. I got what?
And
Oh,
just-
I want to go.
and
I
just
want to
let
go, bro.
All right.
We had some good ghost hunters with us too, so it was good. They had EVP, detectors. They had all that stuff.
Son of a
I
bitch.
know.
I can't believe I missed
I didn't
that.
know you were into that. I didn't know you were into that at all. I had no
I'm
idea.
gonna go kick my own ass as soon as we get off the phone.
That's
All right.
it. You're in for
It
the
is
next one.
It is definitely a cool thing. I went in skeptic, Bob.
You do have
Straight
an echo.
skeptic. I left in tears.
Well, you made a good point a few weeks ago that shit will attach itself to stuff. So it would make sense that in an antique mall with a lot of old hand-me-downs that there would be stuff attached to items and belongings. And
Right,
that makes
right,
a lot of sense,
right.
bro.
And it is very. They are everything good. Are we good?
Yep, we're good. I
All
was
right.
just checking to see because I just saw that we had echo, but I think we're good.
Yeah, you're still a delay from the first one.
All
We're
right.
good.
All right, here we go. Tips. Let's just go right to the questions, and then we'll go to the content because I've got a lot of things here. I got tips for a happy lifelong marriage. I got some of the most crazy, bizarre divorce products you can buy. And afterwards, what do you say to your partner? We'll get into that. But first, I've got the questions. Are we ready?
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
All right, here we go. My husband, who has worked in sales-driven field for 6 years, frequently attends dinners hosted by sales reps aiming to promote their products. These events often held at upscale restaurants offer a free meal in exchange for listening to a product presentation. This year alone, he's attended over 40 of these dinners, which I find excessive, especially since we have a 3-year-old and a 5-month-old at home. Despite me asking to cut back, he refuses, claiming these dinners help him build relationships that could lead to lucrative speaking opportunities, which has worked for him in the past. Last week, he forwarded me a text from a female sales rep inviting him to a one-on-one dinner, an unusual departure from the typical group setting. They agreed to meet in an expensive tapas restaurant near the hotel on the night of the dinner. He left at 6:04 p.m. and by 9, I texted him to ask when he'd be home, and I was exhausted from handling the baby and the toddler alone. He did not respond. Declined my calls, and when I called the restaurant, the host said no one matching his description had been there. When he finally texted me back at 10:15 p.m., I told him not to come home. He claimed that changed locations to a nicer restaurant, that his phone was on silent, and accused me of overreacting. I refused to let him in, and he spent the night in his parents' house. Now he insists on blowing things out of proportion. While I feel his behavior was disrespectful and shady, am I justified in my anger, or is he right and I'm overreacting? What a great question. What do you think, Bob? I'll let you go first on it.
Yeah, so in the medical world my wife used to work in, I know it was pretty common for them to have people take them out to dinner, right? Like for the drug reps and pharmaceutical reps to come in, like that's what they do, right? Wine, dine me, 69 me. So so that was pretty normal. But I can tell you that there was never a one-on-one meeting, all right? That's just not how that goes down. I don't think she's overreacting. Nobody has a networking meeting with one other person, okay? Female, male, one-on-one selection, very fancy dinner. Yeah, so I don't think she's overreacting at all. Not at all.
Not at the restaurant you said you were going to be at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for a non-red flag inside this question. What do you think, Betty?
I agree with Bob. I feel that Coach Bob's hit it right on the head. Like, first of all, if it was switched to something else, like, why the mysterious, like, go MIA for that time? Like, there's no reason for that. Like, a quick text is like, hey, yeah, they moved locations, or they moved our reservation somewhere else, or whatever. That's super fast. That doesn't take a lot of effort. I don't know. It just feels like there's something more.
What do you think? I got one final. What do you want to jump in, or you?
It's probably suspicious.
Here it is. First off, when he accused you of overreacting, that's him throwing the blame back on you. A typical cheater and a typical cheater response. Number two, he is telling the girl that he's been banging on the side for these other 41 that he went to, the girl that he is done with his wife, and I'm going to prove it tonight. We'll go out, and I'll ignore her calls, and I'll send her to voicemail. It doesn't matter. She knows I'm out with you. I text her and told her. Bob, we don't
Bob?
It's not that
Bob,
kind of
are you
show.
okay?
Bob.
Not that kind of show, Bob.
Not
We're
that
live on
kind
it.
of
Yeah. He didn't even know he did it.
I was kissing my dog.
Yeah, but that's not where your phone was, bro. That's not where your phone was.
A shot of something else.
Yeah.
Enjoy. What are you bitching about it? Come on, some hot guy gave you a crotch shot and everybody's upset about it. Get over yourself. Let's go.
But that's how I look at it. And I think the thing you got to read into is him, A, throwing it back at you, and B, I think he's flexing to this other girl, and you're not overreacting. I'd never let him back in.
Yeah. I think she's got this one.
My fiance recently admitted that in his 20s, he regularly slept with married women and claimed this is why he's such a good and attentive partner now. He explained that he learned how to be better by listening to these women's complaints about their husbands, using their insight to improve himself. He even joked that it was like an education in relationships. When asked if he felt guilt or regret about helping destroy marriages, he dismissed it, saying these women pursued him and that their dissatisfaction was not his responsibility. While he insists I've changed him and that he wants to leave his past behind, I can't shake the feeling that this reveals something unsettling about his character. I know people can grow, but this revelation has left me feeling confused and conflicted, and I don't know how to address my feelings with him.
If he's still bragging about it, he ain't changed that much.
Maybe he was revealing. Recently admitted. I don't know about bragging.
Yeah, admitted.
Maybe he's admitting. Maybe he's trying to come clean to this future wife, Sean.
Maybe she cornered him into answering certain questions, and now she's not happy with the answer. That's why sometimes it's better. Like, I don't care. I don't want to know what you did in your past. Not my problem. I care what you do when
before I pass it to Bob, let me ask you two before I pass it to Bob. Is this not a good method? I mean, maybe he's going to be a great husband because he understands what it's like not to be a great husband. And he's in his 20s. If the women pursued him, he didn't give a damn because he wasn't in it for the love or the relationships. He was in it for what every 20-year-old man is in it for.
That means it's also pretty recent.
And is it wrong? Maybe.
And you don't risk.
Yes, 100% it's wrong. You shouldn't do it. It's a bad thing to do. It's a bad thing to do. But at the same time, how do you feel?
Well, you don't risk the being pushed into a commitment either when someone else is married and he just wants to have fun and just be that guy.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe that
he
was the role.
side dude.
Yeah, he was side dude.
And to say that a side dude could never become an only dude is ridiculous. That's like saying you could never marry a side chick. A side chick will find somebody to marry. It might not be the girl she was a side chick or dude she was a side chick with, but the side chick will find love too. Yeah. And she shouldn't be judged because she was a side chick for 6 months of her life. Big deal. Be whoever you want. That's how I look at it. Bob, what do you say?
The app is
Bob,
off,
you're muted.
by the way.
You're muted. The app's off.
Yeah, DJ Power just popped in.
No way.
So yeah, there's definitely a character flaw. If you're if he, you know, even if the girls pursued him, there's still a, you know, you're wrecking a home. You know, you're cheating on a girl who's taken a vow to be married to somebody, and for you just to overeasily go, that's not my problem. That's definitely a character flaw. But how do you talk to him about it? I don't think you do, because it all happened before you. It has nothing to do with you. You're what you're looking for now is this. What is his thoughts on marriage? Because obviously he doesn't find the sanctity in marriage because he continually slept with married women. So that whole monogamy thing, that might grasp him very hardly, because he's already showed he doesn't have any respect for that type of commitment.
He admitted it. He came clean of his past, whether or not he was cornered into it or not. He was a side dude for 10 married women because they made him the side dude. These chicks made a conscious decision to cheat on their significant other. Yes, he's wrong for that, but he was in his 20s. I'm still defending the guy. I'm going to tell you why I'm defending this guy. I'm defending this guy for one reason and one reason only, is that if it was in his past and he no longer has that desire and he's a good person and he's been a good person his whole relationship with you, then that's in his past and that's what he was in his past. Good Lord, I'm definitely not like I was in my 20s.
No.
Yeah, but if he's in his 20s, it didn't happen that long ago.
Well, she said in his 20s, so he's got to be in his 30s at least. So because she's saying in his 20s, so he's got to be at least in his 30s.
People do stupid things in their 20s and whatever. And the other thing is, he was not committed to anybody. They were. Not him.
Right. So was he wrong? Yes. Should he have done it? Absolutely not. Don't ever be a homewrecker. It's a hard thing to do. You don't want to be that person. The better chance you got of dying is sleeping with another man's wife. Just because it's a proven fact that most murders are crimes of passion. So don't put yourself in a possibility of being a victim or a statistic. That's why, you know, there's morality reasons behind it altogether. But if you want to just break it down into numbers, I can do that. But at the same time,
yeah, we don't want to talk about you on Two Crime
I think
Tuesday.
he's a good guy. If you told me that he's been a douchebag since you got with him, but you're not, you're engaged to him, you must love him. How did this come up? I don't know. You probably asked some stupid shit like, tell me the deepest, darkest secret in your life, or tell me something I don't know about you. And he's a dumb male who went, well, I used to bang married chicks when I was in my 20s. Like, bro, and God, he has no good friends that didn't say, bro, these are things you take to the grave.
You shut up.
Right, you don't tell your fiance you used to bang married chicks. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Horrible.
You tell her you were
no
a nerd.
guy friends. This guy's on an island all by himself.
Yeah, you tell him.
His friends left him because he got with this girl. They're like, don't want to be friends with him anymore. They're like, I don't want to be your friend, bro.
You're too
Jay, I think I can help here. I think I can break this down for everybody out there. So what you got here? What you got here is you got this guy right here.
Right.
He's got no blockers. He's got no friends on either side. He's got a bunch of angry husbands coming at him from everywhere. No blockers. This play don't work. This is a shit play. This is a play the Cowboys are running right now. There's no consistency here. No blockers. Nobody in front of you. Just angry husbands coming, blitzing. You're done right here. This play's dead right here. Shitty play.
Yeah.
Shitty play, Jay. Shitty play.
Shitty play. I love it.
His visuals are great.
That was the greatest. That was the best right
Yeah.
there. That made. Because it is. He's right. Put an X and O's. There you go. I recently caught my boyfriend secretly meeting up with his female best friend, which he hid from me. While scrolling through his messages, I discovered that they had dinner together the night before, and when I confronted him, he admitted to hiding it because he was tired of me getting upset whenever he mentioned her. He claimed nothing inappropriate happened, but I can't shake the betrayal. Their history makes this harder. He once told me he thought he was in love with her, and before realizing it was a deep platonic bond, though nothing romantic ever occurred. He also has previously micro-cheated, which fuels my concerns. Micro-cheated? What is micro-cheated?
What does that
I
mean?
broke up with him over this, but I am considering reconciling since he didn't technically cheat. Would it be wrong to ask him to cut her off completely if he's serious about repairing our relationship? This is a great question. Is he wrong? Is it like would it be wrong to ask him to cut her off completely if he's serious about their relationship. What do you think, Sean?
So micro cheating is leaving a wedding ring at home when going out alone, secretly chatting with an ex-partner online, flirting, having secret conversations, telling other people intimate details about your relationship.
Leave him.
Hell have no fury of a scorned woman, just so y'all know. I just want to let you know.
No, you ain't talking to nobody but me.
What do you say, Sean?
I think it's a tough one because you can't put your foot down and say get rid of him if he's a longtime friend, but there's obviously boundaries that are being broken.
You'll never get past it. Put your foot down. If he doesn't break it all, he doesn't bend, he doesn't come up with a counter offer, leave him. I think you're in a bad relationship, honestly, altogether, because of the micro cheating. The fact that you know what micro cheating is amazing. We had to Google it.
Yeah.
And we do this show every Thursday for like 17 and a half years. I don't know, something like that.
And now that we know,
Yeah.
it's unacceptable.
It's unacceptable.
Shit. I went to Publix last night. I didn't even realize I was micro cheating. I didn't have my wedding ring on. Damn, bro. I'm gonna have to buy my wife flowers today.
Right. Micro cheater.
I am.
What do you say?
Listen.
What was he doing at a
So
deli
when you
counter?
have a friend and she's of an opposite sex, and you're in a relationship, there's obviously going to be some insecurities from your significant other. One, because you have a relationship, and it is hard for two people of the opposite sex to have a friendship. I'm not saying it's impossible.
It is,
but it's tough, and he needs to recognize this. If he cares for his wife, he should say, "Hey, I understand your concerns. I can address your concerns. Next time we go out, why don't you come with us and see the type of dinner or relationship type of things we do? Bring your wife along. If she's your friend, not that she has to go every time, but there should be times where you bring her to help lower her insecurities about your all's relationship. If it's truly platonic, truly just mutual friendship, not nothing sexual, then you should be able to bring your wife, and she should bring her significant other, and y'all should go have fun together. If that's the case, like couples, but
what if she doesn't have a significant other?
Well, then she's the third wheel because you're now in a relationship with somebody else.
Right.
So,
I partially concur with everything you're saying. I think the thing is that when you really put this down to it, all right. So he's got a girl that he's been friends with, and he is told. Let's just say he's been a good guy, and he's like, "Look, we're never going there. We're just friends." All he's doing is raising his value to her if she's single. She's all like, "Oh my God, I have tried to hook up with him 12 times and he's pushed me away, he's pushed me away, he's pushed me away. What a great guy he is." Now he's raising his value to her. If it's reversed, same thing. Guy's going to sit here in the wings as long as he can. No, hell no. Put your foot down. If he doesn't tell her to kick rocks, then that ain't the one for you. Move on. I ain't about that. I think once you're married, you can have like guy-girl friendships that grow throughout the marriage. Like if Sarah went out with Conway, I don't think anything's going on. You know what I'm saying? I think they'd having a conversation about me, honestly, is what I would think would be happening. But I think it's weird any other way. I think it's just weird, unless the other person's gay, and then they're
still weird,
and then it's still a little weird. Because you just never know when the gay person might jump ship, or is faking the gay. But I'm just saying,
no, not the faking the gay.
Right, not faking the gay.
Faking the gay.
Just to be in the wings. Dudes are crazy, just so you know. Dudes are way crazier than this chick. This chick might actually be a real chick who don't want to sleep with your man. That's the honest thing, because a lot of chicks can be honest and real.
Yeah.
But there are just as many chicks that are waiting for that committed dude who's been committed to his woman for so many years and is ready to jump on that guy.
I don't like that he's giving her the feel of that micro cheating, being that she's getting her emotional connection with him. That's even worse. Sometimes.
And if he's taking his ring off to go to dinner with her, he's cheating.
No, don't think
he's cheating.
You gotta go.
I got one more, Bob, before we wrap it up here. And then I want to tell these other things that I have for the segment. My boyfriend frequently brings up his ex-girlfriend in conversation, averaging about once every 3 weeks during our daily walks. While the references are usually negative, I find it unsettling that she comes up so often, especially since I rarely think about or mention my own exes, despite also having long-term past relationships. Sometimes I inadvertently prompt these mentions by asking things like, would any girl do this for you? When I do something thoughtful for him, they've dated on and off through college and have a history, which I understand, but I can't help but wonder if she's still top of mind for him. Is it necessary to reference her so often? Does it add value to their conversation? I haven't brought this up to him yet, but I'm curious why someone thinks about and mentions an ex this frequently before I decide to discuss it with him. Ooh, girl. Let me go first. If you don't want the fire to burn, don't add fuel to it. Don't ask him about his past. Would any other girl do this for you? Don't ask a stupid-ass question you don't want a stupid-ass answer for. That's a problem. Sometimes people ask stupid-ass questions, not just women, dudes too. You dumbasses, don't ask stupid-ass questions. Think about the question before it flops out your mouth.
Right.
Because you're going to ask something you don't want the answer to. I'll give you a good one that you put away for the rest of your life. How many people have you banged? Don't ask it. You never want to know. 2 is too many. I'm telling you it is. If someone says, oh, just 6, all you're going to think about is like, damn, I'm number 7?
Right.
But it ain't that number. That number ain't big.
Right.
But you're going to be like, damn, who was the first 6? And if she ever says, my ex used to do this, it's over for you. Look, you got to move past that, girl. You got to stop bringing that up and add fuel to it. And then if he continues to bring it up when you're not adding fuel to it, don't bring up her memory. Let her memory fade. You are bringing it up. Good Lord, woman. You can't be mad. Your email is a question that you can fix without emailing it. Stop bringing her up. Would any other woman do this for you?
I don't care.
What kind of narcissistic question is that, by the way? If a man asked that shit to a woman, we get a question right now, and it would be, has any man ever done anything like this for you before? It's narcissistic. And you know what? Just for the record, a woman can be a narcissist too. Just for the record. I've seen many TikTok videos.
Why didn't you just say, I need you to praise me a little bit? Because that's what I want right now. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. Just say, hey, I need attention.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry I got my thing there. I just felt like this girl shouldn't have emailed. Go ahead. What do you say, Bob?
Bob's face.
You're muted. You're muted.
My big finger's messing with my phone. Hey, yeah, she was Space Mountain, bro, and they disassembled it, and now he's like, damn, I miss Space Mountain. Yeah, he's definitely not over it. She hurt him, and that's why you hear it coming out in him so negative all the time. This is unfortunately something I've dealt with in my past in a relationship. And at one point in time, I finally had to say, hey, man, if you keep looking at the past, you're going to miss what's standing right in front of you. And you got to get over that. You got to get through that. I'm here now. This is time to forget about that hurt and move on to what you got. And you see this a lot when people lose when they have kids and you lose one to a death or an illness. And the child that's left starts to get forgotten because the parent's grief becomes so fixed on the deceased child that they forget about the child that's still there. And it can happen in relationships. Your old relationship dies, and you don't even think about the new relationship. She's definitely not helping it. Biggs hit it right on the head, man. She's definitely not helping it by asking if other women did this. That is a stupid ass question, but yeah, he's not over it, and you definitely need to quit asking about it, and you need to get him realized of what he has now. And the more he focuses on now, he'll start getting the past will become blurry and distant.
I don't know who originally said it, but one of the things that Bob just said, he said, I think I heard it for the first time out of his mouth at my campaign kickoff, but he said, if you continually look at the man I was in the past, you'll miss the man I am today. Mm-hmm. And by the way, that is a motto that you can live by for everything. And that means everything. Like if you live by your previous job and your current job, then you'll miss the employer and the employee you are today. Like, use that step for everything, man. I've really appreciated it since he said that. I've used it in about 19 interviews explaining my past. But it really is a solid words to live by. If you don't think about it too much and just live by those words on their basic knowledge, on their basic sayings, it'll change you a little bit. I got a couple more things before we wrap up here real quick. Engagement season. For a lifelong happy marriage. Let your partner know what you're thinking about them. Listen first and share your feelings. Accept your partner for who they are. Imagine life without them. That's a big one.
Yeah.
If you're going to fight with somebody to the point to where you're thinking, like, if you're married and you're like, oh, I want to divorce this, think real quick what life would be without that person in your life. Mm-hmm. Take a break for it and think what it would be like without that person in your life. You might change the way you're thinking altogether. Show physical affection and be intimate. Huge. Both ways. Show physical affection and be intimate. It matters to a man as much as it matters to a woman.
And show it outside of the bedroom, please, because that does need to happen. If people don't feel appreciated and wanted throughout the day, you ain't going to go home and she's going to be like, I feel so sexy right now. She does not feel sexy. She feels like you've been avoiding her all day. You need to give something.
Respect each other, appreciate every moment together, be best friends, and make your marriage a priority. You feel like there's anything left off out of that list there, Bob?
That was a great checklist.
I don't, and I'll even give some backing to that. And Jason, you know my story, but a lot of people don't. Me and my wife, and so my wife, back in '08, was diagnosed with she had a hole in her heart, in between the chambers of her heart, the size of about $50.
Wow.
And we knew she was going to have surgery. We knew they were going to stop her heart for 6 hours while they repaired it. And in them 6 hours, leading up to that, you start to look at life with the reality that if you're stopping somebody's heart, there's no guarantee it's going to start again. And even though she was young and healthy, and everything said it was going to go well, there wasn't a guarantee. And so we went out. I think we spent a day on the water about a week before the surgery. And it was such a serene day. It was just me and her, and we just spent the day together. And you do, man, you start to contemplate, what happens and the what ifs. And they do go through your mind, and you try to block them out, and you try not to focus on them. But when you do realize that your time on earth is so limited with the people that we love, you begin to understand how trivial so much stuff you argued about and thought about is. That it means so little in life. And it's more important to spend that time with loved ones, man. I talk about it all the time, man. Loved ones and time. The two most precious commodities we have in this world. We never get any of it back.
Crazy.
We don't get our loved ones back, and we don't get time back. That makes them the most precious commodity you have in life. Don't waste them.
Now, to lighten things up a little bit, if your marriage just is not going to work out, I understand. Sometimes they don't. All right? Sometimes they fail. I'm going to give you some things that you can buy to maybe celebrate that day.
Okay.
You can buy a wedding ring coffin.
Coffin?
Yep. Give your dead marriage wedding ring its proper final resting place. Websites like weddingringcoffin.com sell tiny coffins specifically designed for wedding rings.
Oh, Lord.
Divorce celebration cakes.
I like cake.
Divorce survival kits. Ex-spouse voodoo dolls.
Yeah.
Voodoo.
Divorce rings, similar to wedding rings. Divorce rings symbolize the end of a marriage. Divorce party decorations. Divorce-themed T-shirts and divorce greeting cards. There you go.
All right.
Could you imagine your friend getting divorced? You're like, I got to run by Hallmark real quick.
Gotta go get her card.
Got to go get the divorce card in real quick. That's crazy to think about. Well, Bob, I want to thank you for being here, man. It's always great to have you. 3 Minute and a Lady each and every Thursday. We do it at 8 o'clock. Make sure you drop in on our social media or you sign on to the app and check it out as we do it live each and every month or week right here on a Thursday morning at 8. Have a great day, my friend. Go back to work.
Hey. Whoa. I got one other thing I got to say to everybody before I get out of here. All right, so I'm going to say this right now, and so everybody knows. 2 weeks ago, I was a complete jerk off to my buddy Jason on the phone. And I'm going to apologize publicly. It was all me. I should have never talked to him that way. Dude, I am so sorry. and it was totally my fault. I'm a total asshole for it. I totally accept it. I'm sorry,
bro. Your apology accepted, man. That's how they were friends, bro. Water under the bridge.
Yeah.
Water under the bridge, bro. Water under the bridge. I appreciate you, bro. Take it good, bro. Take it good. Oh, that was sweet.
I love this bromance.
All right. Hey, leave the bromance alone. All right. I don't have many of them. I got like 2.
You guys should get matching T-shirts.
What makes you think we don't have them? All right, there we go. On now to on and forward. Moving forward here on the show today. I had another segment, but I didn't want to give it to him.
Why?
Afterwards, what do you say to your partner?
Afterwards,
what do you say to your partner? By the way, I've got a whole bunch already here from this. When I found this
Thank
article,
you.
it was in Reddit. It was on Reddit, and when I found it, I got some of the responses and copied them in here.
Yeah.
Thank you isn't on the list.
Really?
God. Can I get you a towel? Get off me.
A for effort.
The money's on the nightstand.
Oh.
I'll call you an Uber.
Yeah.
I ask, am I the best? She replies, I don't know. I haven't had everyone yet. Oh, damn. Once again, take me right back to what we said earlier.
Don't
ask questions you don't want the answer to. That's a stupid. By the way, don't ever ask that.
Yeah.
It makes her think of every dude she's ever banged.
Right.
Immediately.
You're like, hold on, let me go through my Rolodex here.
Right. My Bangadex.
Yeah,
And if
my
you didn't win,
Bangadex.
and if you didn't win, then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Afterwards, what do you say to your partner? Good game. Slap her on the ass and send her on her way.
Great teamwork.
What not to say? What's your name again?
Oh.
This is my favorite. We got over 50,000 hits. Viewers loved it.
Oh, no.
You're definitely my only fan.
I better get a cut of that money.
Right. Really? That's all it takes? Just a little cut of the money?
Yeah. Well, if I'm already out there, you already did it. Might as well bank on it.
Thanksgiving coming up, ladies and gentlemen. It's a week from today.
Already.
Holy cow, that's sitting up fast.
Right. Came here quick. It's here. A week from today. Sitting back, hanging out, having some turkey, ham, stuffing, buttery rolls,
Mashed potatoes.
mashed potatoes, green bean casserole under protest.
Pumpkin pie.
Why can't we just make green beans?
Right.
Why we got to make it a
Right.
casserole? I like green beans.
Green beans with some
Yeah.
butter
I
and some
don't
salt.
like-
Rockin'.
right.
Rocking.
Why are we reinventing the wheel?
Why are you going to throw some nasty gravy or whatever on it? Some crunchy
That
Mushroom.
cream of mushroom
Oh.
soup.
Oh.
First off,
Nobody eats that
cream
regular.
of mushroom.
Yeah.
To understand, let's just put that in perspective. All right, cream of mushroom. First off, who even knew that there was a cream of the mushroom?
It's like backwash.
Right,
It's all the mushy mushrooms that you put together.
cream of mushroom.
And then they canned it. Oh.
I'm not a big fan of cream of chicken. I'm trying to figure out what the cream of a
No.
chicken is.
Yeah, what did they squeeze out of it?
But you make some mean dumplings with it, though. By the way, in a new series of poll, older folks at the age group are least likely to want to share that what they're thankful for. Most likely say they're feeling less thankful than the past Thanksgivings.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm thankful for the. What are you thankful for this year? Let's go through it. I mean, we won't be here on Thanksgiving.
Oh my
So what is it? What do you?
gosh.
If you had to be thankful for, give me a few things. You don't have to pick one thing. I would never ask you to pick one thing because it's hard
So
to be thankful
many.
for just one thing.
Yeah.
But there's so many
Shouldn't be.
things that I can be thankful for this year. I'll go first. I don't mind going first.
Go for it.
I am thankful for the relationships I have with my children, all of them. That I have a great relationship with them. I'm able to call them and talk to them. None of them want to stab me in my neck or hate me,
Yeah.
and I love that relationship. I'm also thankful for you guys being in our lives. You have changed my dream and made my dream your dream, and now your dream has become more powerful than my dream. So I could actually not come and it would still run.
Be quiet.
Which is great. I'm very excited about that. It's so great to watch here's when you know you've influenced somebody, when you go to their house and they have better shit than you own. and you have pretty good shit.
But it's all our shit, see?
Right. I know. We all do it together.
See?
And I love that about them. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the process of life that life has given me. you know, I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for where I'm at right now. You know, there's been a lot of trials and tribulations in my life over the past, and I'm going to say most of those trials and tribulations came when I was in terrestrial radio, and I know that now. And I wish I could go out and do a speaking seminar to old radio personalities or current radio personalities to let them know. I bet you a lot of your stress that you think is a mental stress on yourselves is all because of that blood-sucking place that doesn't appreciate you. And it's not. It wasn't always like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm thankful for this amazing experience that I'm having in life and the blessings that I'm given by whoever's given them to me.
Yeah.
You know, I once again, I booked another high school for their prom. I booked another gala. I legitimately am doing every private gala in town this year, and I'm thankful for that. And I don't know how that happens. I really don't. I don't know what I've done or what I'm doing that's working in God's direction, but I'm thankful for it. So that's my thanks. You know, I could thank my wife and all that she does, but I do that every day, and I even tell her, like, I don't know how she drives. I don't know how she does it. I still don't. I don't know how you manhandle that 41 bridge every morning. Have you ever gone across the 41 with it down to one lane in the middle of rush hour, like at 8 o'clock?
It's awful.
It's impossible. It's almost impossible at 7:30. It's like impossible.
And with a kid in the car.
Hey, right. Like, so
You know?
I'm thankful I don't have to do that. I'm definitely thankful for that. But she does so much more than that. That sit and list of things that my wife does would seem like I'm stroking her ego, and she would be pissed that I did it. So I'm not doing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
She knows it. She's not into that. Like, that's just not what she's not into the public accolades.
Yeah.
She's more of like, appreciate me when
When you see, yeah.
and
when
not in
you're
the
here,
bedroom. Like,
yeah.
it's a valid point what you said there. Like, give me affection and love when I'm not in the bedroom.
Exactly.
Makes a difference.
It does make a difference.
But while we're outside of the bedroom, promise me that it's going to be in the bedroom later, and then that makes it.
If you do it right, you will.
Right,
You'll
right.
end up there.
You're doing a really good job. You keep this up. There might be a little bedroom minute for you
Yep.
later. Like, okay.
Like, I feel sexy. I'm good. Yeah.
Right.
It's not about you. It's about me now. But no, there's a lot of things to be grateful for. This year has been incredible. It's funny because I'm getting like pop-up memories of, Facebook. I love that. That's why I always
Right.
share a lot of stuff on Facebook, because it reminds me of what happened last year. And just seeing, like, posting like things when I just had started, like, coming over to the radio station and hanging out with you guys, and seeing all the things that we've done. Like, we've done so
many
much
things.
in 1 year that I'm
Right.
like, wow. Like, how? First
And
of
it's
all,
just a tip.
it just
Like, there's so much more we could do.
and it's like so exciting. Like, we've got so many things planned. We want to hang out with so many people. We enjoy what we're doing. This has become like therapy to me in the morning, to be honest with you. It's a really cheap therapy for me. So,
Right.
So it's just like great that I get to come out here and talk and just like say what I want to say. And I've come across some tremendous people. Great people have come and gone, and every relationship has been special in its own way. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the fact that we've been able to work together. And, we may not always agree on everything, but we work through it, and we're adults, and we figure it out. And we actually give something extra to each other to make,
Right.
like, what I call Sean. I tell Sean, I'm like, we're like creating like a superhuman, like the brain and the talent and the this and that. We're putting it all together, and it's coming
Right.
together. It's like cool. I love seeing that. That makes me excited for life.
It's the secret to world domination.
Yeah.
That's
Binky
it.
in the brain.
That's it.
All right. Life's a business. Treated as such. Gift ideas, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give you some. Every time we're going to see them a lot over the next few weeks. We're going to see a lot of gift ideas pop up, a lot of things you can go out and get. And I want to make sure I let you know so that you can, if maybe you're thinking about some of these. I do like the TikTok gift idea, buying everybody a gift off of
Yes.
TikTok. I really do like that idea. Kraft is releasing a limited edition everything bagel version of their classic mac and cheese. The special release is happening on Black Friday, but you don't have to brave the crowds. It'll be available on Walmart.com.
It's a
So-
mac and cheese bagel.
Everything bagel mac and cheese.
So
Do you have everything bagel seasoning at your
I
house?
do. So you
All
probably
right.
just throw it in the.
Yeah, you could just legitimately make it yourself.
I bet you it's probably just a little pack of the seasoning
Right.
in there. It makes it special.
Right. Fireball is selling special Christmas stockings that come preloaded with a full bottle of cinnamon whiskey. There's a spout at the bottom of the pour to pour from. So there you go. It's a stocking that's basically a liquid bladder of Fireball.
I get in trouble with Fireball.
I don't drink
Yeah.
that anymore.
It makes me
Ever since I
weirder.
drank it from the edge of a boat on camera, I decided I'd never want to look that way again.
Ever since I cried in front of a band
And
On New
just
Year's.
in
doing
time
it
for
again.
Christmas, Sean, expect this in your stocking
What
because
is
you
it?
just proclaimed your love for it.
And it is?
McDonald's announced the McRib will be back December 3rd. And if it's gross, brace yourself because it's now chuggable. To celebrate the return, they're selling McRib sauce by the gallon.
Yes, they do. It's like a red McRib sauce.
Starting Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern, you'll be able to buy half-gallon jugs of a whole lot of McRibsauce.com. Each jug costs $20.
Shot. McRib sauce.
Is it just barbecue sauce?
It is
I
pretty
think
much.
so.
It's like
It
a
looks
jug
like it.
of Merry Christmas McRib sauce.
I'm about it,
It's wearing an ugly sweater print.
right? I'm about it.
Whole lot of McRib
Did
sauce.
you know for $3 you can buy a pickle bucket at Firehouse Subs? A 5-gallon bucket for $3?
No.
Yep, and they're pickle buckets.
I love those pickles.
Really?
Right, I do too. You know, yesterday I went to Firehouse Subs and got one of their salads, and it was fire. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. This is now my third place to have a salad that I love. Jason's Deli salads.
Yeah.
I just had a Perkins salad that I couldn't believe was good, but it was fire. I just had a salad at Firehouse Subs. It was fire. I'm trying something new today. I don't know where it's going to be, but I'm going to try again today.
Nice.
I'm eating a lot of salads.
I see that.
I'm trying to be healthier.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing all I can do.
You're trying.
All right, we already talked about Ellen's leaving town. I don't have anything else. Oh, by the way, the Liam Payne's funeral happened.
Oh, it did?
Simon Cowell, members of One Direction came. They didn't announce it early because they didn't want a mass crowd. So it was
Right.
public. It was private. I mean, it was private, not public. And they didn't do it on a deal.
I saw him having like a breakdown out there, or they had pictures of him, Simon Cowell, showing actual like heavy emotions over it. So
Well, it's their fault.
yeah,
It's his fault, all of it. He brought them together and gave that kid that enormous amount of stress without any kind of knowledge. Listen, here's the deal. You can't give a teenager $1 bazillion and tell them to know how to control their lives.
right.
All right? Not even a 19 or a 20. Like, I'll be honest. You probably can't give $1 million to somebody under 28.
Dude, I can't give my kid a package of Oreos and say space these out. Like, you know, like this ain't gonna happen.
Ration these. Eat 6 a day because there's not another pack until next week.
Right.
I hide them and they get found.
No
Have you had the
way.
Coca-Cola ones yet?
No, are they good? Or are
I
they
don't know. We
weird?
just bought them. So I'm trying to do this, and then Izzy comes out of school yesterday, and this is the first time we've seen her since her birthday. She's like, I want to go get my birthday cookie at Crumble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Crumble's got a new cake.
I saw that. Oh, well, you've encouraged.
No, they got a new cake.
What, a different one?
They got this week they got a little tiny one that you can get like a cookie. Instead of a cookie, it's a cake.
Yeah.
And it's pink velvet.
I love.
I know, it's fire.
Really?
Oh, that looks kind of neat. I
Is
don't
it
know
a
if
cherry
That's the
Coke?
Coca-Cola one.
I don't know if
But
it's
no,
gonna
Regular.
so I didn't try it because Izzy got Crumble yesterday, and even though I'm trying not to eat sugar, you can't put
You can't like.
you can't
not-
put in front of the crackhead. I'm a sugar crackhead, so you can't put that in front of me.
No.
I eventually got tired of it. I was like, I don't want this anymore. Get this out of my face. Whenever I want sugar now, I try to go for a protein. By the way, your craving for sugar is your lack of protein. If you have more protein in your life, the more protein you eat, the less sugar you'll crave.
So have more steaks.
protein
so I have more
helps you
steaks.
process sugar.
Right. So whenever I crave sugar now, I go for a protein, and it doesn't have to be a heavy protein. It could be like a cheese that's just high in protein. Some cheese have
Yeah.
milk has protein in it. You could go for an egg. Hard-boiled eggs are a great one. Hard-boiled eggs are the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Now that I'm doing this whole trying to stop myself from falling over dead of the silent killer, I'll be eating a lot more hard-boiled eggs. The 100 best songs of the century so far, and Beyonce's Single Ladies is #1 on the list.
Is it now? Did you hear she's lost over 1 million people in following her?
I think they have an issue coming up.
It is dropping like crazy because of the interview that she gave, saying that she doesn't understand why everybody's hating on Diddy. That if you were at a Diddy party, it's kind of like your fault. Like if things happen, like so.
Spoken like a true swinger.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, unfollow. There, she's losing them like millions.
She, there is a situation that Jay is involved in this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bet that the white parties wasn't a lone thing. They called them Diddy's white parties, but how much you want to bet they were half financed by Jay?
Oh, I'm sure. There's something else going on there. Well, yeah, that was interesting. I did see that on.
I'm going to keep this list because I think as a DJ it's important. But Kanye West, All Falls Down, number 2. All Too Well, Taylor's version. A Millie by Lil Wayne. Toxic by Britney Spears, number 6. Lil Uzi Vert, EXO Tour Life 3. Mr. Brightside, The Killers, number 7. Lose Yourself, Eminem, number 8. Yeah, Usher, number 9. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar, number 11. Miss Jackson. I'm building this list today.
Yeah, you
In
should.
fact, I'm not even saying it to nobody else.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not keeping
I'm the only one
it.
that's
I'm
got
keeping it for myself.
You guys can't even have that shit, though. How
You're
about
gonna
that?
have to tune into the app to hear it.
If you got, I didn't know it was engagement season. If you got engaged, make sure you call Big Events for your wedding DJ and photo booth. And matter of fact, all your wedding needs, we always have your connection. You can always hit us up. 239-653-7625 is the number. The top proposal questions, Googling, are all pretty dumb. How to propose, what need do you propose on, what to say when proposing, when to propose, and why not long-term boyfriend. Why wouldn't my long-term boyfriend not propose to me? Where did Sean propose to you?
At the outhouse.
At the outhouse, yeah, pretty much. But no, on the boat. Well, technically, it was. That was the official proposal. But before that, we were having hibachi, and he looked over at me and goes, "So, when are we gonna do this?" And I think that was my proposal.
But he gave you a ring on a boat?
Yeah.
On one knee?
I couldn't do the
no.
one knee thing because it was a little too rough.
No one knee.
It was like dangerous.
No one knee.
It was a rough time.
Marriage is rough, my friend.
And we had
It
my
is
son with
dangerous.
It was
You go into it head first into those waters, my friend,
Right.
Yeah.
and not worry about it.
He still owes me a knee pop.
Right. Get your ass on a knee now.
Beg me for forgiveness.
I'm asked Sarah to marry me at Blue Sushi
Oh.
and had her ring brought out in a basically on a roll, her favorite roll. And it was crazy because they put it into like a lemon or like a piece of an orange, and then they usually in the orange is like the dipping sauce, like right,
Yeah.
and then they put the top on it,
Yeah.
and they brought out her favorite roll and they set it down, and she goes, "What is this top on here for?" And she throws the top off, and there's the ring sitting right there. And I got down on one knee and asked her to marry me. My daughter was there, like I had family there, or no, I don't think. No, that was before we picked her up for school. I think we went back after. I don't know. They were all hooked on Blue Sushi for a while, so I can't remember all the times we went to Blue Sushi. But I do know that I got down on one knee, asked her to marry me. It was a great moment. It was a very stressful moment to go get the ring, take it there, give it to them, and have them hold on to it, knowing the value and what I just paid for it,
Yeah.
and say, hey, look, this ain't a cheap ring.
Yeah.
This is a Veragio. I need you to understand what you're dealing
Who
with
can
here
I hold responsible
with a
if something
massive
happens?
diamond on it. Like,
Yeah.
I really need you to be really good with this ring.
Yeah.
And I need you to understand what we're talking about.
Right.
And I knew all the owners, and they were great, and they were so awesome. So thank you to all of them. They're not the owners anymore, but they were then. And it was great. It was a good time, and I think about it all the time. And if it's engagement season, once again, call me. I'll help you out.
I love it.
We got to take a quick break. More Big Mama Radio, the third hour. You know what it is. Conspiracy Theory Thursdays. What is the newest conspiracy theory hitting the streets? We'll talk all about it coming up next.
Grinchy, Grinch.
Ho, ho, ho. Get ready for a holiday event like no other. It's Grinch Fest.
It's go time.
Join us on December 14th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at John Michael Diamond and Jewelry Studio for a celebration that'll warm even the Grinch's heart.
Oh, really?
Come cozy in your PJs for your Christmas pajama party. Bring the whole family to meet the Grinch and snap a 360-degree video with him, thanks to SJC Technology. But don't worry, Santa will be there too in the Grinch Free Zone. Brought to you by John Michael's Diamond and Jewelry. We've got free buttery popcorn, sweet cotton candy, icy snow cones, all thanks to our generous sponsors. Show off your moves in a hula hoop contest. Bounce around in the Christmas bounce house and enjoy festive tunes by Big Mama Radio at Big Events, Florida. And don't miss our Grinch Lounge for arts and crafts, fun games, huge raffles, and tasty treats from local food trucks. Let's show the Grinch just how magical Christmas can be. That's Grinch Fest, December 14th, 11 to 2.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
John Michael Diamond and Jewelry Studio, 1331 Cape Coral Parkway.
Happy holidays.
Get ready for a family fun day packed with holiday cheer. Do you want to give your child an experience that goes beyond the rink? Something that builds character, fosters teamwork, and ignites lifelong passion for the game? Welcome to Florida Warriors Youth Hockey Club. At the Florida Warriors, we believe in more than just teaching kids to skate. We're committed to developing strong, confident players who understand the value of teamwork, integrity, and dedication. Our program is about creating memories and friendships that last a lifetime, both on and off the ice. From high-quality training to building positive locker room culture, every part of our program is designed with one goal in mind, giving every child the chance to shine. Ready to get your child started? The Florida Warriors Youth Hockey Club is open for kids ages 6 to 18. Visit FloridaWarriorsHockey.com today for more information and to sign them up. Let your child discover the joy of hockey while learning lessons that will last a lifetime. At Florida Warriors, we live by our motto, honor, attitude, respect. Join us where the future of hockey and life begins. Florida Warriors Hockey. It's more than just a game.
Looking for a trusted local contractor that delivers hard work, transparency, and exceptional quality? Meet Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, your go-to family-owned and operated experts in residential and commercial fencing services. At Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, we prioritize your satisfaction. No hidden fees, just unparalleled quality for your project. We're licensed, insured, and backed by extensive experience. Plus, we offer flexible financing options to suit your needs. Se habla español. Call us now at 239-264-5860 for a free estimate or visit qualityfencingofswfl.com to learn more about what sets Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida apart. So why settle for anything less? Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, the name you can trust for all of your fencing needs. Get in touch with us today. Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, building boundaries, creating security, and exceeding expectation. Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, your
They say
ultimate fencing
Southwest
solution.
Florida is the lightning capital of the world. So it only makes sense that the firm that knows Southwest Florida the best is Lightning Realty Group. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, Lightning Realty Group is a full-service brokerage. They even offer complete management services for your property. So put them to work for you. Lightning Realty Group, taking Florida real estate by storm. 239-201-2951 or lightningrealtygroupllc.com.
Looking to buy or sell a home in beautiful Southwest Florida? Meet Sherry Sullivan from United Real Estate. As a lifelong resident of this amazing area, she knows where to buy your next home. With her local expertise, dedication, and commitment to clients, Sherry provides a personalized experience that makes buying or selling a home smooth and enjoyable. Sherry Sullivan is here to help you find your Florida dream home. Need a property manager? Just call Sherry. Experience what a dedicated realtor can do for you. Call Sherry Sullivan at 239-849-8890.
Broadcasting live from the WB Williamson Brothers studio. Need a CWAR? Call 1-844-WB-BILL.
I can't believe how much music they play.